One day while I was out looking for food for my two beautiful chicks, well, when I came back, I looked in the nest, I looked up, I looked down, I looked this way, I looked that way, I looked here, I looked there, I looked everywhere. My babies were gone. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But I looked down on the ground. There were lion tracks on the ground. I went after those tracks. I looked up, I looked down, I looked this way, I looked that way, I looked here, I looked there, I looked everywhere until I came to the lion's cave. But when I poked my head into that cave, there were my chicks, right in the arms of a big ferocious lion. And I said, "Lion, what are you doing with my chicks?" And what did the lion say? The lion said, "Your chicks? What makes you think they're your chicks? Why, these are my cubs." And I said, "No, no, no. Anybody can tell that they're ostrich chicks." And the lion said, "Well, I say they are lion cubs. And I'll tell you what, you go out into the jungle and see if anyone agrees with you. And if they will come and look me in the eye and tell me that these are ostrich chicks, then I will give them to you." Well, what did you do? I went looking in the jungle for someone to agree with me. I looked up, I looked down, I looked this way, I looked that way, I looked here, I looked there, I looked everywhere, until I found a giraffe. This is going to be a tall story. I said to the giraffe, "Hey, Mrs. Giraffe, you are so tall and beautiful and you can see everything. Help me, please. The lion did my baby seize. Will you tell the lion true? These chicks do not belong to you." The giraffe looked down at me and said, "If I do just what you said, it won't be long until I'm dead." Oh. So I continued to look for another animal. I wandered through the jungle and I looked up and I looked down and I looked here and I looked there and I looked this way and I looked that way and I looked everywhere until I found a monkey. Why did you go get a monkey? Because monkeys, they go everywhere. Yeah, I said, "Monkey, you are so fast and so smart and so curious. Help me, please. Lion did my baby seize. Will you tell the lion true? These chicks do not belong to you." Oh, what did the monkey say? The monkey said, "I wish I could help you, but if I do just what you said, it won't be long before I'm dead." Oh. So the monkey didn't help you either? No. So I continued looking in the jungle. Oh, I looked up, I looked down, I looked this way, I looked that way, I looked here, I looked there, I looked everywhere. And what did you find this time? An elephant. Well, I walked right up to that elephant and I said, "Oh, Mr. Elephant, you are so strong and so powerful." I said, help me, please. Lion did my baby seize. Will you tell the lion true? These chicks do not belong to you." He looked right at me and he said, "Oh, I wish I could help you, but if I do just what you said, it won't be long until I'm dead. So now what are you going to do? I continued. I went all through the jungle. I looked up. I went down. I went this way. I went that way. I looked here. I looked there. I looked everywhere, and until I came to a mongoose. So what did you say to the mongoose? I said, "Mongoose, mongoose, you are so brave and courageous. Help me, help me, help me, please. Lion, did my baby seize? Will you tell the lion true? These chicks do not belong to you." What did the mongoose do? Well, he thought for a minute, and then he said, "You know, in the jungle where the big anthill is, the big anthill that nobody can see over, go and tell all the other animals to gather at the anthill at sunset. And then you go out now and dig a big hole into one side of the anthill. And then go around to the other side and dig another hole down that meets the first hole. So there's a tunnel all the way under the anthill." This is what happened at sunset. Well, all the animals were there, and the lion came with my 2 chicks. And I said, "Those aren't your 2 cubs, those are my chicks." And the lion said, "Oh yeah? Who will tell me that they are your chicks?" I looked at the mongoose. And the mongoose turned to the lion and said, "Lion, you have fur. Ostriches have feathers. Those are obviously not lion cubs, but ostrich chicks." Oh, then what did you do? Well, I watched. And the mongoose, he ran and he jumped in the hole under the anthill. And what did the lion do? The lion, he got up and he ran right over to the anthill and he stuck his head in the hole. But he was too big, he couldn't get in. He just got his head stuck in there. Meanwhile, the mongoose, he jumped out the hole on the other side and ran off into the jungle. Well, we all waited for the lion. He couldn't get his head out of there. So all the animals just kind of snuck off into the jungle. But I got my babies, and we went back, and we ran far, far away where the lion wouldn't come to get us. What happened eventually to the lion? Well, I understand that when the lion finally got his head out of the hole, he looked up, he looked down, he looked this way, he looked that way, he looked here, he looked there, he looked everywhere.